Hey guys, what is going on? Anthony here with Pistons Talk. In today's video, wanted to give you guys an updated roster. Now, I did make a training camp roster tier maker list before, and you guys really like that. Some of you guys agree with me. Some of you guys called me retarded. And you know, hey, that's what YouTube's about. There's going to be some guys out there or people out there that think you're retarded. But hey, at the end of the day, you guys have your opinions. I have mine. I'm not going to get butthurt by it. If you guys don't agree with me, that's what the comment section is for. I mean, voice your opinion. I want to hear it. Like, if it's logical, I'll you know, try to see where you're coming from. But you know, if you're really like bat crazy and you're gonna tell me that Jello Ball is the best shooter on this team, then I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with you there. But speaking of Jello Ball, we're gonna have the waived and released. That's who we're gonna talk about first. As you guys know, Anthony Lamb, LiAngelo Ball, and Louis King were all waived from the Detroit Pistons. Now, Anthony Lamb and Jello Ball signed a 10-day exhibit contract. Those are training camp contracts. Training camp's over, so they're no longer on the team. Louis King, as you guys know, signed a two-way recently, and the Pistons decided to release him. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but that leaves a two-way spot open. Don't know who's going to get that final spot. Before we do get into, you know, centers for the point guards and the rotations, we have a haven't played yet slot. And we have Davidas Servidis and Dazan Musa. Now, Servidis apparently is here. That's what Dwayne Casey said. He arrived Wednesday. He's in quarantine, though. That's the new NBA protocol. You have to test negative 6 times before you can join the team. So he's got to test negative, I guess, a couple more times before we actually see him. We possibly could see him against the Wizards. That's the next time we play. I think we play Thursday. I'm not 100% correct. You guys can comment down below when the next preseason game is. I haven't really paid much attention to it. I got other stuff going on right now. Dazan Musa, he's the guy to me that's going to be competing with Servidis because they're both going to be playing either small forward or shooting guard. And look at the rotations right now. Pretty log jammed, if you do ask me. But let's get to the point guard situation. As you guys know, our first overall draft pick, Killian Hayes, has been playing the starting point guard position. First 2 games. Now, game 1 looked really nervous out there, made a lot of sloppy turnovers, but he did clean it up in game 2, did not have a single turnover, looked more under control. And, you know, I like that from a rookie point guard. He knows what he did wrong, and he fixed it. And I think he's going to be the starting point guard out the gate. Our backup point guard, Derrick Rose, he's been doing the second, you know, leading the second unit guys. He's been doing a really good job. I really like that niche for Derrick Rose just to, you know, limit his minutes and make sure he's healthy 100% of the way. Now, no one is saying that Derrick Rose cannot start in the NBA. It's just the way the Pistons use him, because I know Derrick Rose fans are probably going to try to come for my head and call me retarded because I don't know. Like, I know he's capable of starting. Like, as an MVP, I get that. It's no disrespect to him. It's just, that's the way Dwayne Casey and the Detroit Pistons use him. So don't attack me because your favorite player isn't starting or he's on a, you know, rebuilding team. Not my fault. He signed a 2-year deal for $15 million. He decided to come here at the end of the day. You have to remember that. Now, the shooting guard position is one position that, to me, Dwayne Casey is playing favorites. And what I mean by that is we have DeLon Wright. Now, DeLon Wright has been playing shooting guard next to Killian Hayes. Now, we all know DeLon Wright played with Dwayne Casey in Toronto. And Dwayne Casey has said, you know, I'm putting him out there as a security blanket for Killian, just in case, you know, things, you know, get bad. They have a second primary ball handler out there if Killian is struggling, which, you know, I get that. But to me, Svi Mykhailiuk should be in your starting rotation because you're going to need more shooting. Because if you look at the shooting, outside of Blake and Killian, you really don't have reliable three-point shooting. I know DeLon Wright did shoot 30+% from 3 last year, but he just kind of looks lost playing the shooting guard position. I personally think he's more comfortable playing point guard, but that's just my opinion. You might have a different one. Mason Plumlee, he's just going to set screens and rebound and, you know, do what he does. Blake Griffin, probably your best three-point shooter in the starting lineup as of right now. But, yeah, I would put Svi in that starting role, but that's just my opinion. You might have a different one. Wayne Ellington, as you guys know, veteran shooting guard. He's another one that's a really high percentage shooter when he does get the looks and the opportunities. Dwayne Casey's been playing him a lot as well. And then we have Ronnie Magruder, who's like a four-stringer at the time. I think he was the only veteran when Casey had Killian. I think he had, it wasn't even Killian. I'm sorry. It was Saben Lee, Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey, and Sekou out there. So he was the only one out there. He's kind of like the odd man out when it does come to shooting guard. You can play some small forward, but you guys can see that is pretty stacked with depth too. Getting the small forwards, as you guys know, Jeremy Grant has been starting. Not really surprised there. Brings a lot on the defensive end. Offensive game hasn't really clicked yet. I'm sure he'll put it all together after he gets more comfortable with the Pistons offense. Josh Jackson has been playing that backup role. I love that for him. First game, he did struggle and foul trouble. Second game, he was hitting open three-pointers in the corner, attacking the basket in a couple of those two preseason games. I think he's going to be a really good player for the Pistons this year. He's just got to cut it out with those ticky-tack fouls, and I think he'll be okay. Sadiq Bey, first game, looked really good. Second game, he did struggle to find his shot a little bit. I'm not really too concerned with him. I think he's going to have a really good season with the Pistons. Not going to power forwards. Blake Griffin has been the starting power forward in the two preseason games we've had so far. He's looked really good, looked healthy out there. A couple plays that I didn't like. I didn't like Mitchell Robinson just punching him in the back of the neck, and then Julius Randle headbutting him. But, I mean, other than that, he's looked really good. Hopefully, he's okay after those two shots to the face. But, he's looked good. 2018 Blake, I could probably say, is going to be back very soon once he gets more reps and he gets in basketball shape. Sekou Doumbouya has been playing the backup power forward position, and I like that for him. I like the combination of Josh Jackson and Sekou out there on the floor together. And Derrick Rose is a veteran that can, feed both of these guys when they cut to the basket or, they're open for three on the perimeter. Centers. Now, we did see Jahlil Okafor starting at center the first game against the Knicks, but I think Mason Plumlee is going to be the center for next game for the Wizards. I think he's going to be your starting center probably opening night too. You get what you get out of Mason Plumlee. He's going to set picks. He's going to rebound, try to block some shots. And if he scores, hey, that's a bonus. But at the end of the day, he's not going to, wow you by any means. Excuse me. Jahlil Okafor, he's been playing the backup center role with the second unit, and he's still trying to figure out how he can adjust to this lineup. He's kind of looked lost out there at times, but other times, he's banging down low in the post. He's running really hard to the basket. I think, with more time with this team, he'll figure out his niche. Isaiah Stewart, now he's been playing in garbage time as a third-string center. But he's been bringing a lot of energy, and I really like that for him. I don't really know what his role is going to be on this team. If he's just an energy guy, then I'm here for it because he's been such a spark off the bench in those two games that we've seen. But other than that, I don't really know what his role may be for the Pistons. I know some of you want to start Ja and then have Isaiah Stewart back him up and then have Mason Plumlee as a third stringer, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Both of those guys would have to really outperform him for that to happen. Now, the two ways we have Saben Lee. Now, Saben Lee has been playing the backup point guard, like a third-string backup point guard. And I believe, now this is just, there's no sources to this. This is just an assumption that I have. I think Saben Lee really forced the Detroit Pistons' hand because you let Lewis King go. Saben Lee might actually get off a two-way and get a new contract from the Pistons because the Pistons did save some money waiving all three of these guys. You could possibly maybe put him as a third-string point guard because he's looked really good out there. I've been really impressed with him just as a whole. But this is just the updated, depth chart, rotations that we've seen in two preseason games so far. Again, like I said, we haven't seen Servetus, we haven't seen Musa. We waived Anthony Lamb, Langelo Ball, and Lewis King. This is just the rotations Casey has been rolling out so far. Let me know down below in the comment section how you guys are feeling about Casey's rotations, how the Pistons have been playing in their first 2 preseason games. I will talk to you guys in the comment section. Like always, I hope you guys are staying safe. Take care. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.